Oh, it's already on. Okay, now it's good now. All right, what's going on, guys? So now we're gonna switch something up. We're doing something special, something I've never done before. Usually we do like a little wrestling podcast on my channel, but we're gonna switch it up for one time. We're gonna talk about the NFL only. It's not wrestling. Don't leave comments about wrestling. I'm not gonna answer them. Strictly NFL. We're talking NFL playoffs. We're making predictions for the playoffs. Look at the bracket right here for all games right here. Before we start, I'll let my guest, my man, introduce him. He's been on the channel before many times. And on my podcast, I've had him on other stuff too. Go ahead, let him introduce. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Kyrin.
Your boy Kyrin Chase representing the AFC North champion, Baltimore Ravens. What's up, Malik?
A lot of booze out there. That's right here right now. A lot of booze. So we got 4 games in the wild card. Two of them Saturday, two for Sunday, like the usual. And then we have the other games. Quick. Message with my man real quick. So we got 4 games in the wild card. What side you want to start? You want to start with the AFC or the NFC?
Your show, your call.
All right, let's do the NFC first. We got the 5 and the 4 seed. We got the Cowboys versus Seahawks, and then we got the Eagles versus the Bears. Let's start with the Cowboys and the Seahawks. I think that's the game's on Saturday anyway. So we got 2 pretty, I don't want to say 2 good solid teams, 2 pretty decent teams. Cowboys been playing a lot better since they got Amari Cooper. Russell Wilson's pretty much been carrying the Seahawks on his back. So, in your prediction, who do you think is going to win this game?
That's a tough one. I want Seattle to win because I don't like Dallas. My dad was a Cowboys fan, but I don't want them to win. And we can take into account Seattle did beat Dallas pretty badly earlier this season. Dallas before they got Amari Cooper. If it comes down to Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott, I'd rather have Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but I can't. I wouldn't bet on Dak Prescott or Russell Wilson.
I wouldn't. I'd take Russell Wilson first. However, I'm gonna go head over heart. I'm gonna go Dallas 27, Seattle 21.
I'm gonna say Dallas wins too. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop the run game. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop Zeke in the run game. Plus, since they got Amari Cooper, they've been they struggled a little the first few games, but now they've been really just picking up. The defense has stepped up too. So I think pretty much all they have on the offense is Russell Wilson. They got an undrafted wide receiver that they've been using he's been playing really well, but Russell Wilson pretty much been carrying that team through the last few games. But I think it's gonna be a little bit hard against Dallas. They've been playing really well. Their defense has been playing really well. So I'm gonna say Dallas wins. I'm gonna say Dallas wins 28-17. I think they win 28-17. Plus to play at home too, it's in Dallas. They got the advantage. So I'm gonna say Dallas wins. They'll move on to face the Rams. Then we got the Eagles versus the Bears. Now this one for me, this is a hard one for me because the Eagles they started off bad, but they've been playing really well towards the end of the season. But the Bears got a monster defense over there. That's pretty much how they've been winning all the games. I mean, Mitchell Trubisky's been playing okay, but the Bears are a run team. They run the ball first before they even pass it. So for me, this one's hard for me, man. They got the Super Bowl champions. You got the Bears, who are, to me, a sleeper team in the playoffs. A lot of people, the whole season. If you had to pick the Eagles or the Bears, who are you picking?
I'm going with Chicago to win this game because it's in Chicago. And when you get that, the atmosphere in Chicago this time of year is going to be cold, might get a little snow, and the wind. And knowing that the Eagles are more of a pass-first team or the Bears are more of a ground-and-pound team, that weather translates better for the Bears than the Eagles. And plus, as great as Nick Foles was last year in the playoffs and has been this year, I don't know how those elements will affect him. I predict a low-scoring game. I'm going to go Chicago 17, Philadelphia 10.
Oh, man, it's a tough one for me. I think this is going to be the upset in the bracket, and I'm picking the Eagles to win. I think this is going to be one of the upsets because there's always an upset. It happens all the time. I think this is going to be an upset. The Eagles are very. They're still very. They're not that better than they were last year, obviously. But Nick Foles in that offense, some of this clicks when Nick Foles is playing that quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz is great, but Nick Foles he plays phenomenal with this offense. And, he's hurt. They said he's got some bruised ribs, something like that, but he's still going to play. Chicago's really only got a really solid defense. So their offense is okay. But, Mitchell Trubisky, I think he's still trying to figure things out over there. Their running backs, they got two solid running backs, but their receiving game is not really that great. But I think Philadelphia will go in there and pull it off. They'll go to New Orleans to face the Saints.
So you have Philadelphia going to New Orleans and Dallas going to LA.
Yeah.
I have Dallas going to New Orleans and Chicago going to LA. So we're gonna have two different divisional rounds.
Yeah, so we got that. So then let's jump over to the AFC. You got your Ravens versus the Chargers, and then we got the Colts versus the Texans. So let's start with the Ravens and Chargers. Now, this to me is also going to be a good game because they faced a couple weeks ago. The Ravens won, but they didn't have Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon didn't play, and Keenan Allen got hurt in the beginning. So this is going to be a pretty good game because
Keenan Allen played the whole game.
I thought he got hurt in the beginning of the game.
You're thinking of the Chiefs game? No, Keenan Allen played that whole game.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking the Chiefs game. Well, they didn't have Melvin Gordon. No, they didn't have Melvin Gordon.
They didn't. Now they didn't have Melvin Gordon. No,
he was gone. But not the Bears, but the Ravens defense is top 3 in the league, no question. Their defense has been killing it. Lamar Jackson been playing extremely well with that offense. I wonder what the future holds for Joe Flacco. I wonder what they're going to do with that because they're going to have one or the other. So depending on what happens next year, we'll see who starts. And the Chargers to me, they're unpredictable, man, because Phillip Rivers is a great quarterback, but he's never made the Super Bowl. This is probably one of the best offenses they've had since like 2006 when they had LT when they were killing it. So, and their defense is solid too. This to me is going to be a tough game. It's in Baltimore. I don't even know why I should ask. I pretty much know who you're going to pick, but your prediction.
Once again, this is going to be tough because we did walk into LA 2 weeks ago and destroy the Chargers, and really it wouldn't have not even been 22-10 had it not for the benefit of a fumble. I expect the Chargers to come out with a different game plan to try to stop the run more, even though that didn't work for them back in Week 16. Right. We'll probably have to rely on Lamar Jackson more, but I'm going to pick the Ravens to win because I feel like in Baltimore with that loud crowd, trust me, I was at the game on Sunday. The crowd will be loud, and that's how the defense feeds. Defense will feed off that crowd energy, and I feel like this will be another day where the Ravens are going to get pressure on Rivers. I'm going to go Ravens 24, Chargers 16.
Yeah, this one, man, this is really tough, man, because as of right now, the team that you really don't want to play is the Ravens because they're on fire right now. But the Chargers, man, I feel like, they beat them once, but I feel like it's going to be hard to beat them twice, especially with Melvin Gordon back, It's going to be hard, for them to – I think it's going to be hard for them to more run the ball than pass the ball. Oh, man, but I feel like I think the Chargers are going to pull it off. I think the Chargers are going to pull it off because it's hard for me, it's Lamar Jackson's first playoff game. I'm not saying the pressure is going to get to me or anything because he's playing really good, but I just think Phillip Rivers is going to outplay Lamar Jackson when it comes down to it. I think experience is going to matter in this game. And it depends on if they play Joe Flacco, though. If Joe Flacco comes in the game, then that's a different story because he got all the experience. So I would love the Ravens to win, though, because I want the Ravens to play us.
You have no idea how much I want to play the Patriots.
I would love to see the Ravens win because I want nothing. I want them to play us more than anything. I want them to play us, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers to win. I think the Chargers will win by a touchdown. I don't know if the score will be, but I think they'll win by a touchdown. Depending on now, if Joe Flacco does come in the game, though, say I'm not saying Lamar Jackson had a bad game, but say they need a big step up, and they put Joe Flacco in. If they put Joe Flacco in, then all bets is on because Joe Flacco is really, really good. So probably one of the most underrated quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. And if he comes in the game, I can definitely see them taking it, going on to the second round to face New England. Let's drop down to the Colts and Texans. This is good. This to me is going to be the best game because the two games I had were really good games. Colts just beat them in Houston a couple weeks ago. Now we got them fighting in Houston for a spot to face the Chiefs, Who you got?
This is actually the game I've been going back and forth with the most. It all because when the two teams have played twice this year, both games decided by 3 points, and the away team won both games. Now my best friend's a Texans fan, so it would be funny to see them lose. I think it's going to come down to can the Texans get pressure on Andrew Luck? Because that secondary isn't that good. The longer that Watson has the ball, the worse it's going to be for the Texans secondary. And the Texans don't have much of a run game where the Colts do. However, I'm going to pick the Texans to win 23-20. I just think it's going to come down to who has the ball last, and I think it's going to be the Texans. And I do think both DeAndre Hopkins and T.Y. Hilton will go for over 100 yards, both of them. So 23-20 Houston.
See, I'm picking the Colts to win. I think the Colts will win. The Texans defense hasn't been playing good lately.
No.
For me. And the Colts defense is stepping up really big for Andrew Luck. And I think, first of all, the Colts in the next few years, they're gonna start building their team nice, they're gonna be dangerous. They're gonna make sure they're dangerous. A lot of people were questioning Andrew Luck, after he got surgery last year, didn't play, he's come back better than he was before. So I think if the Texans defense, J.J. Watt and Shawnee Clowney, they got to step up this game because they haven't really been stepping up for that defense. And Andrew Luck's been killing it. But I think Indianapolis won. One of my friends is a Colts fan. I think Indianapolis will win, going to face Kansas City. I think they win by 3 points, just like they had before. I think Andrew Luck's gonna pull it off. I think he's gonna come. I think he's gonna pull through for him. Deshaun Watson has been playing great, and he's also a future high quarterback. DeAndre Hopkins probably got the best hands in the league. He dropped the ball all season, so it's gonna be tough. That to me is gonna be the best game in the first wild card round. They're all good games to me, but that game right there is gonna be the one that's gonna steal the show. So, in my first one, I got the Chargers over the Ravens. I got the Colts over the Texans, the Cowboys over the Seahawks, and the Eagles over the Bears. And
I have the Ravens over the Chargers, the Texans over the Colts, the Bears over the Eagles, and the Cowboys over the Seahawks.
So you got the Rams versus the Cowboys. That's the only prediction that we had first. Rams versus Cowboys.
No. In my situation, it would be Rams versus Bears because the Bears would be the 3 seed, and they would get the lower seed, which would be the Rams. So mine would be Rams versus the Bears and Cowboys versus Saints.
So I got the Rams versus the Cowboys. That's what I got. Which the Rams won. I don't see the Cowboys beating the Rams at all. Rams will move on. And then I have the Saints, obviously. Come on, the Saints obviously they're gonna beat the Eagles. I think, especially in New Orleans, I don't think it'll be close. I don't think that won't even be a fight. I think those are going there, and I think the Eagles will get destroyed. The Cowboys will put up a better fight than the Eagles will, but I think the Rams and the Saints move on to the NFC Championship game. What about you? What are you thinking?
Okay, my predictions with the Cowboys going against the Saints, even though the Cowboys beat the Saints early in the season, I don't have that being a repeat. I think that with the game being in New Orleans, where Drew Brees has never lost in the playoffs, I think that's where the Saints will play, some of their best football. I think this actually will be not a high scoring game, but a high scoring game. And I'm going to go New Orleans 31, Dallas 24. And in terms of the other game, the Bears really, in a way, exposed the Rams because really that defense dominated the Rams a couple of weeks ago. And even though that was in Chicago and this is in LA, I think it'll be a repeat. I think the Bears are going to win this game as well. Because I think I got Khalil Mack completely shutting down Jared Goff. And I'm going to go Bears 24, Rams 14.
Okay.
No,
okay.
24-10. 24-10, my fault.
So you got the Bears over the Rams.
Yes.
The Bears moving on to the championship. And then you have Saints versus Cowboys, right?
And I had Saints over the Cowboys, yeah.
Okay. So you got the Saints and the Bears in the NFC Championship game. I like that. That'd be a pretty good matchup. I think that's the only team. To me, that's the only team that can really go in the world to beat them. I don't think any other team can go in there and challenge them, especially with another Rams. Yes, but that Bears defense is just it's a lot to handle, and I think that's the only team that didn't go in there and probably challenge the Saints. I don't think the Rams can put up. The Rams, they obviously had a great game in New Orleans, but I don't think the Rams will put up a bigger fight in the playoffs than the Bears will. So let's jump over to the AFC Championship. You got the Texans versus the Patriots.
Yes.
And then you have
Ravens versus the Chiefs.
Ravens versus the Chiefs. Now, me personally, I want to see the Ravens and the Patriots play because I'm a Patriots fan, you're a Ravens fan.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that. Don't worry.
I want to see that game. But you have the Chiefs facing the Ravens and the Patriots and Texans. So you got Patriots and Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I think the weakest Patriots team in a long time. However, I think this is where the Patriots offense will do enough to beat the Texans because the Texans' weakness is their secondary. And as long as you can protect Brady enough to get the ball off, whether it's the Gronk, Edelman, or Hogan, I think that'll be enough for the Patriots to beat the Texans. But this is the healthiest the Texans have ever been in the playoffs. Which is where even though when you beat them in 2012 and 2016 in the playoffs, they were not the healthiest. This is gonna be a tough game. I'm gonna pick the Patriots to win 24-17.
Okay, and then you have the Ravens versus Chiefs.
Now, if you saw the game the Ravens and Chiefs had a couple weeks ago, it was a great game.
This will be Kansas City, though.
This is the only game Lamar Jackson lost as a starter, and this is a game the Ravens really let slip away with him with that 4th and 9 play. But I don't think that'll happen this time. I think that the Ravens defense will do enough to disrupt Mahomes because without that running game and that forcing Mahomes to drop back so many times, eventually the Ravens are going to get to him a few times. I think it's going to be another good game, and I got the Ravens winning this game 27-20. But I think this is the time where, unlike what happened a few weeks ago, where the Ravens let the defense let it slip away, this time it won't happen. And I think the Ravens will come away with the W. So my AFC Championship prediction is the Ravens going to New England.
Okay. So I got the Chargers and the Patriots. The Patriots is probably the weakest they've been in a long time. They've been throughout ups and downs. We got a pretty solid offensive line, but Gronk, he's probably gonna be done this year. He ain't the same. The injuries, surgeries they come into him. Josh Gordon, obviously, he was there. He's going through his personal stuff, so he left. The best receiver we pretty much have is Julian Edelman. So, Brady at 41, he's playing good, but he was the MVP last year. He hasn't played MVP Tom Brady this whole season. And I don't think it's because of age. I think it's because of the surroundings that he has. He is working with what he can work with. Sony Michel and James White, they're pretty solid running backs for our team. But I think the Patriots will win. In a situation like this, the Patriots, they can be at the lowest they can be, and somehow they pull off wins that I don't even understand how they do it. So, I think the Chargers will go in there. I think they'll lose. I think they'll lose by a touchdown or more. I think Tom Brady. The first game he has, I think he's gonna have a monster game. I think he's gonna have to come out and step it up and put the team on his back like he has many times. I think he's gonna go out there, and I think he's gonna do what he does better than any quarterback ever. To go out there and do what he does. And then you got the Chiefs and the Colts. I don't think the Colts will go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. That Chiefs offense is just the Chiefs have no defense, but their offense is killer. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and if Sammy Watkins comes back, Jesus, man. You got Travis Kelce, probably the best tight end in the game right now. Kareem Hunt not there anymore for reasons that we know, but their offense is still pretty nice. Patrick Mahomes probably the MVP this year. So I'm going to go Chiefs over the Colts. I think the Chiefs, I'm not going to say they destroy the Colts, but I think they'll win by 17 points.
Here's why I disagree with you. If you're going to do Chiefs versus Colts, I think that game will be a shootout. I'll be honest. I don't see any type of – I don't know.
It's in Kansas City, so that's the thing that Andrew Luck and Patrick Mahomes going head-to-head. That's definitely must watch, but – I don't know, man. I think the Chiefs are gonna put up some pretty high points in that, and I don't know if the Colts can match that. we've seen, we've seen the only really teams that have challenged them are the teams that they lost were the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Rams. They lost to Chargers. And then the Baltimore, they challenged them really well. Even though they won, they challenged them really nice. So I don't know. It's hard for me. I mean, they definitely, the Colts can definitely go in there and challenge them. But I don't know if they will, man. It's in Kansas City too in the first playoff game. I'm gonna say, I'll say the Chiefs. I'll say they win by 10. I'll say they 7-17. I'll say they win by 10.
Okay. So your AFC championship prediction is.
And I got the Patriots and the Chiefs in the AFC championship.
And your NFC is the Saints and the Rams.
Yes.
My AFC is Ravens versus Patriots, and NFC is Bears versus Saints.
Yes. So, now, the only team that's really going to challenge us is the Ravens. I don't think any other team's going to really challenge us because no other team has really good defense like the Ravens do. Chiefs got a terrible defense. Chargers got a pretty good defense, but not better than the Ravens. And over the years, we've seen how well the Ravens go into Foxborough and play in the playoffs. We've seen how well they've done, and we've seen how close the games have been between the two. With the Saints and the Rams, the Rams are good, but the Saints, man, this year, they're Drew Brees and the Saints are on another level this year. And it's hard for me to not see them in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go on a limb and say the Saints will beat the Rams and be in the Super Bowl this year. That's my NFC champions. I also have the Ravens as the Patriots as the AFC champions. Before the season started, I said the Patriots and the Saints are going to be in the Super Bowl. Now for me, I'm sticking with that only because I picked that at the beginning of the season. But the Patriots, they're not good as they were last year or the year before. But with them, you just never know with them, really. You never know because when they always look like they're out. They may start off. Their game may start off and they'll be down 17-0, and they're saying, they win the game 24-17. So I'm gonna pick the Patriots and the Saints in the Super Bowl. I also would love to see Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. It's gonna be a hell of a Super Bowl to watch.
That was actually my prediction last year.
Yeah, I want that.
This year, I'm gonna go completely opposite. I think the Bears will go into New Orleans and beat the Saints.
Ooh,
now, that's actually tough because, like I said, Brees has never lost in New Orleans. It's going to be loud. But I just feel like that Bears defense, man, it's going to be a tough defense to score. Yeah. I think that's going to be versus Drew Brees. And there's been times during the season where the Saints did not look at their best. I mean,
the last couple games they fell off.
Exactly. I mean, I don't count the Panthers game because they rested everybody. So I think that might come back to haunt them a little bit. So I got the Bears winning that game.
So you got the Bears going to Super Bowl?
Yes. And I think it'll be a 24-17 game.
Okay.
And as for the AFC title game between the Ravens and the Patriots, when looking at the Ravens-Patriots 4 playoff games, they met 4 times. The Ravens took 2, the Patriots took 2. Now, the Patriots, the two that the Patriots took, the Ravens really slipped up. In 2011 AFC title game, dropping the touchdown, missing the field goal, losing. 2014 divisional round, up 14 twice and not finishing the deal. The 2 the Ravens won, the Ravens dominated. I don't see a domination by the Ravens. I think this will be a close game. However, this is where I feel like the Ravens will overcome. Their defense and running game, even though knowing Belichick the way I know him, he'll be looking to stop that running game.
Yeah,
but I think this is where but at the end of the day, that running game is not easy to stop. And I think with the Ravens limiting Patriots possessions, that's going to go good for them. I think this will come down to a game on the drive, and I'm going to go the Ravens 24, Patriots 20, because and also you don't know, will Belichick throw the game like he threw the Super Bowl last year?
Man, he threw the Super Bowl, man. We lost.
You lost, all right, but your coach lost it on purpose. But
why would you lose? Come on now.
Did you watch the video I sent you?
It's not real. I did watch the video you sent me on Instagram. I did watch it. It's stupid. Come on, you got
no. It actually made a lot of sense when you think about it. Kraft wouldn't let Belichick trade Brady, and now
trade him for what? Why would he trade the greatest quarterback of all time? Especially the way he played last year.
Why? Well, he made him trade Garoppolo, who was the future.
Okay, but Brady said he wants to play another 5 years. So Garoppolo is supposed to wait another 5 years on the bench?
No, Brady wasn't going to play that long. Trust me, Malik.
You don't know that? The way he played, he's still playing at a high level, and he's 41 years old.
But here's the thing: wouldn't you be ready for the future?
You would, but why would I take this guy out if he's still?
I would not trade Brady But I would have kept
Why would I take this guy out if he's still winning Super Bowls and he's still winning games for me at his age? And he was the MVP last year. He was 40 years old in the MVP. Now he's not.
To be fair, he only won the MVP because Carson Wentz got hurt. He only won it because Carson Wentz was injured.
He had a monster year last year, though.
He did, but Carson Wentz had a better year.
Okay, he started off having better. He may, you don't know if he's still have a better year the way he was. Anything can happen. Tom Brady still had it, and even if he didn't win the MVP last year, he still had a monster year last year at 4 years old. Now this year he hasn't played as well as he had last year, but Tom Brady is still. Why I understand what you're saying. Garoppolo got hurt this year anyway too. So
yeah, but the butterfly effect. If he doesn't get traded to San Francisco, he doesn't play Minnesota, and he's still with New England, he wouldn't have got hurt.
Exactly, but if you Garoppolo. Tom Brady said he wants to play another 5 years. Whether he does or not, he said he wants to play another 5 years. Whether he does or not. If you Garoppolo, you want to sit on the bench another 5 years, possibly, or you want to play. Sure, you can play.
Okay, but here's my whole thing is this. I looked at when in 2016 when Garoppolo first started, and everyone counted the Patriots out because without Brady in the first 4 games, everyone thought they would go 0-4, 1-3, and be done.
Oh, I know, I didn't. I knew Garoppolo was going to come in and do his thing.
And then they finished what 3? They were 3-1.
3-1 before he came back.
So now I'm thinking, okay, they got a quarterback for the future. This could be like a Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, and Steve Young thing. But when Robert Kraft made Belichick trade him, that pissed Belichick off. And you look at this, and you look at all the other drama that was going on. Brady's training not being able to be in the go to the locker room anymore, and the fact that they said he benched Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl for no good reason. And here's one thing that you probably didn't know, Malik. Belichick pretty much checked out. He didn't really coach in the Super Bowl, and that threw everyone off that game. And Brady, it was times on the sideline, Brady didn't want to look at Belichick. And when Brady's about to go in for that last drive, before the drive he fumbled on, he was sitting at the on the bench looking at footage by himself. Wouldn't that be the time for him and Belichick to get together and come up with a game plan?
When have you ever seen him on the sideline talking though when the game's on? He never did. Never. He's always on the bench sitting there with that look on his face.
Yes, but Belichick, and think of it this way. If you watch,
and he doesn't even talk. He wouldn't even talk about that. He would talk to Josh, the offensive coordinator. That's who he would talk
to. Okay, but here's my counter argument. Here's one thing we both know: Belichick will argue calls to the referees to the point where he'll get in the referee's head, and the referees. Yeah. Think of it this way: it was 2 touchdowns the Eagles had in the Super Bowl. One was when Coleman when he bobbled in and went out of bounds, which I didn't think was a catch, and the second was Zach Ertz's game-winning touchdown. Wouldn't Belichick under any other situation be arguing with the referees that's not a catch? Or how can you call it a touchdown? Why wasn't he in that situation? Belichick did not want the Patriots to win that game. And if you look at Brady's press conference at the Super Bowl, look in Brady's eyes, he knew it.
That's your opinion. I mean, that's your opinion. Maybe, I don't see nobody throwing no games, especially Super Bowl. I mean, that's the biggest game of the year. And, one, we had no defense to stop that Eagles offense, period. I mean, that Eagles offense was top 3 last year. And Nick Foles in that offense, we had no answer for it. I mean, our defense was terrible. That man Tom Brady threw 500 yards, and we couldn't get it done.
Then why would you take your best defensive playmaker out of the game when one defensive play – think of it this way. One defensive play can change the Super Bowl. And when Malcolm Butler's done it before, wouldn't he been there to make another big play for you? And no one –
I don't know why.
And think of this way.
All I heard was that he got in trouble with the team, and he was benched.
I heard that was actually proven false. And even if he did, after Eric Rowe had kept getting burned all game, think about it. The Eagles scored like 3 touchdowns on Eric Rowe alone. Wouldn't it have been time to say, Malcolm is our best cornerback. Let's play him in this situation? No. Malcolm, literally, even if he did do something wrong, why would you let him know literally right before the Super Bowl? That defense fights together. And when Malcolm got taken out, that threw everyone on the defense off. And why wait till right before the game, during the national anthem to tell him? Wouldn't it make more sense to tell him like the night before?
Bro, the Patriots is weird, but they do things weirdly. That's why he ain't there no more. He didn't want to be there no more because of that reason. I don't blame him. I wouldn't be there either after that. But they do things for unknown reasons. All I heard was he got in trouble with the team. Same reason they benched Antonio Brown on against the Ravens. I mean, not against the Bengals. They benched Antonio Brown because they said he ain't showed up to practice. He won't talk to the team. He on the bench. Not playing.
There's actually evidence of that. There's no evidence of Malcolm Butler doing anything wrong.
I mean, there may not be no evidence, but I mean, they might not be showing it. I mean, there may not be things that there may not be like he didn't show up to practice. It may be something like in deeper, like in stuff that I ain't gonna talk about. stuff they just ain't gonna reveal. You know, there are things in sports that they don't want the media and people to know little secrets in any sports. So I mean, it could have been something where who knows? I mean, who knows? All I know is if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, next year we got to come out stronger because Brady getting older. He's still playing great, but we need some weapons for that man. You need some weapons for him. Gronk, I wouldn't be surprised if Gronk retired this year. Wouldn't be surprised. I hope he is. If you look at highlights from 3 years ago to now, move the same. He ain't the same. He's too hurt. He's too beat up. He's trying to fight through it, but he's a big man. He gets pretty much triple team every play. So I mean, he's a big man.
I know. You noticed that, like hell, even last year. Look at Gronk's performance against Pittsburgh last year and in the Super Bowl. During that game when dropping the Steelers, Gronk was literally unstoppable. Granted, that was Tomlin being a dumbass and not adjusting, but still. And in the Super Bowl, Gronk had 2 touchdowns and over 100 receiving yards. Even just last year alone, Gronk still looked good. This year, he looked terrible.
Yeah, he's not the same this year. So next year, they're going to have to get somebody. I'm not saying we need an elite receiver because we never really needed one, but we need to get somebody. We need to get somebody. Well, he's still besides Randy Moss and Gronk. Who any other receivers that he's had that are superstars caliber on any other team?
Nah, I don't know.
Exactly, there ain't no. So I mean,
we
need Julian Edelman. We need to keep him because he fits. I was hurt to see Edelman go. He was a big part of the offense too. Yeah. Julian Edelman is a great fit to the offense. Dorsett, he's pretty solid when we need him to. And then James White, obviously the running back, but we need somebody. We need somebody that's just gonna fit, nicely. We need like a Stephon Diggs or something. Somebody that's gonna fit nicely in our system.
You had a Stephon Diggs and you didn't keep him.
He left.
No, not Stephon Diggs. Cook.
Brandon Cook. Yeah, they traded Brandon Cook. So I don't know why people sleep on Brandon Cook. Like they traded him. New Orleans traded him. The Patriots traded him. Why? Like he's pretty good. He's a pretty good receiver.
So at the end of the day, our Super Bowl predictions are yours is Saints, Patriots. Mine's is Ravens, Bears.
So you got a defensive game going on in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, it actually does create – both games actually create a great storyline. You have Drew Brees versus Tom Brady, a game between arguably 2 of the top 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time, which would be great. I mean, I predicted that to be Super Bowl last year, but the Saints lost to the Vikings. And with the Ravens Bears, there's a lot of talk, like a lot of debate on what's the greatest defense of all time. The 85 Bears, 2000 Ravens. And this year, both the Ravens and Bears have rediscovered their defensive identities. I believe they're the 2 top-ranked defenses in the league. So this isn't going to settle the ultimate, like, who's the best defense of all time, who's the best defense right now. So I think both games will have decent storylines. But I guess we got to finish predictions. Who's going to win the Super Bowl, Malik? For you, Saints, Patriots, who's going to win? And I tell you, I think we tell each other who's going to win each game.
I gotta pick my Patriots, man. I can't bet against. I can't pick nobody else on my team. But Saints, man, that's the only team I really don't want to pick Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, this team, they good all around, defense and offensive wise. Plus that offense, I was pretty more confident we had Gordon. When we had Josh Gordon, I was feeling a little bit better. But then Josh Gordon got a lot of issues. He going on his personal life, so he had to leave and get his shit together. But man, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, Jesus, man, that offense is scary. And they got Brandon Marshall now too. They almost had Dez Bryant. At one point. If they had Dez Bryant, they would be stopped. Because how you gonna stop Michael Thomas and Dez Bryant, Alvin Kamara, and Mark Ingram? Just can't do it. It's not I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Patriots too. I'm gonna pick the Patriots because I'm a Patriots fan. I'm not gonna count my team out unless my team. Any mentality should be ready. But my backup team, honestly, if I had to pick really one team to win, it's gonna be the Saints for the Super Bowl.
So you got the Patriots beating the Saints in the Super Bowl. What's the score?
They're gonna win by a field goal.
Okay, so
it's gonna be a field goal win like we had against the Rams and the Panthers.
Okay, so your actual final score is
38-35.
Okay, well, in that situation, I'll go the opposite route. A field goal win for the Saints, 34-31. Now, for my pick of Ravens-Bears, I think this is definitely going to be a defensive showcase between 2 great defenses. There won't be a lot of points scored. It's going to come down to this. I think it'll come down to which quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes, Lamar or Trubisky. And I think that'll be Lamar makes less mistakes than Trubisky will. I'm gonna go Ravens beat the Bears 23-14, and the Ravens will get their third Super Bowl.
Okay,
But
so
I
let's
don't. I
let's
think
let's just not pick our team. Let's pick a team that we obviously we're not gonna bet against our teams. I mean, unless our team loses, we're gonna pick our teams. This is how anybody should be. Let's
okay.
let's let's step aside from our teams. Legitimately, who do you think? I think if my team don't win, it's gonna be the Saints. I'm gonna put it out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, I still think the Bears can make the Super Bowl. But if the Ravens don't make it, I think it'll be. I honestly do think it'll either be Saints Patriots or the Patriots versus the Bears. Those are my two Super Bowl predictions. If the Ravens don't make it.
Yeah, see, I don't think everybody's high on the Chiefs, but Chiefs to me they're inexperienced, and the games that
They have
they've
no
lost,
defense.
yeah, they have no defense too. And the games that they've lost, Patrick Mahomes, I don't say choked, but he cracked him the pressure. He threw some bad.
I don't think he choked per se. I
Yeah, I'm not
just
gonna
don't
say
think.
choked, but he made some bad throws. He made some bad decisions that
Yeah,
cost him the game.
yeah. I think it's more like that games they lost. They got outgunned. Like they lost to the Rams 54-51. Yeah, Mahomes did turn it like throw what five? They turned it like 5 times, but literally that defense couldn't stop anything.
Yeah.
When they lost to the Patriots, once again they got outgunned. Their defense because Brady hit Gronk at the end of the game. Lost to the Chargers. Their defense gave a touchdown and a wide open 2-point conversion. Um, so that's and what
He
else?
threw, he threw a pick. He threw a pick that game too. And
Oh,
turnovers.
and oh yeah, and the Seahawks game once again. I'm not saying Mahomes had the greatest game. He still threw a bunch of yards and touchdowns. That defense literally got ate a lot by Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So and I think that defense is gonna be the death of the Chiefs this year.
They got to rebuild on that defense. If the Chiefs get a solid defense, they're gonna be nasty. They'll be nasty. They just need a defense to be able to stop. For me though, the only team I think is going to challenge the Patriots is the Ravens because of the history and because of the defense. But for me though, I don't. This is just my opinion. I don't think to me if the Ravens play the Patriots, you got to have Joe Flacco play. I don't think Lamar Jackson gonna be able to go in there and get it done. You got to have somebody in there with experience, especially when you're playing against somebody like Tom Brady and the Patriots. Joe Flacco's got that experience. I think you got to have Joe Flacco play. Just from my opinion, I could be wrong. You may think different, but if the Patriots do play the Ravens, you got to have Joe Flacco play.
Okay.
Especially he's not hurt from what I know, is he?
No, I don't think he's hurt anymore. No, he's not hurt anymore. We're just not really playing him that much.
I think you gotta have. I mean, do you think I'm wrong about that? You think they're gonna have Lamar Jackson go in there and play?
Here's my whole thing is this.
Because of the run game. I mean, the run game with Lamar Jackson and the run game, that's pretty good run game. But experience matters when it comes to these games, and Joe's been there. He's done it before.
Yes, but I think it's like this. This is why a lot of people say if Flacco gets healthy, would they ever go back to him? No, I wouldn't do that because no matter what, if we ever want to succeed complete with Lamar, we gotta go all in with him. And I mean this year as well. So if we want to be champions under Lamar Jackson, why take him out in the AFC Championship game if we make it there? That's why the Ravens, no matter what happens, they're gonna play Lamar the entire playoffs. Now they might do something like a little read option or something, or like have a pitch to Flacco, let Flacco throw a couple throws. But Lamar's the man going into the playoffs, and I 100% agree with that.
Well, I mean, I do too. I don't think Joe Flacco gonna be here. I think he's gonna have to move on and go somewhere else, especially they're gonna take with Lamar Jackson. He's only 33 years old, so he's still got a lot of football left in him, and I highly doubt he will stay on the bench. So, there's been a lot of talk about him going to the Jaguars next year. The Jaguars looking for a quarterback. I don't know why in the world they ever thought Blake Bortles was gonna be something, but I heard the Jaguars, they're looking for a quarterback. There's a lot of other teams that they're looking for quarterbacks too that need solid quarterbacks, but I think with that, the Jaguars obviously they fell down this year, but they still got a solid defense. But I mean, damn, if they get Joe Flacco as a quarterback, they can make something happen over there.
Yeah, but we the Ravens have offered to trade Flacco, but it has to like to who he wants to be. But we're only gonna take a good deal for him.
Yeah, it has to be the right deal. It has to be the right deal. I mean, honestly, they can trade him for. I'm sure some teams will give maybe. I'm sure a team will give up a draft pick and maybe another solid, nice little player for him. I'm saying Joe Flacco, saying he's still pretty young. He's only 33, so it's not like he's old man. He's still got a lot of football left in him, and I think. I mean, most teams have pretty good quarterbacks, but I mean, the Jaguars need one. They don't have one. Who else? I can't think of the team that needs a quarterback right now. That could use him. That would help benefit. That would help benefit them. The Raiders, they need somebody.
The Raiders need more. No, the Raiders need more than the quarterback. They need everything. Because
They traded the two best players this year. They traded their best offensive player.
That's John Gruden is a jackass.
They traded their best defensive player and offensive player.
Yep.
I don't know. The Jaguars are the only team I can think of off the top of my head. The Bills and Jets, they got two.
The Giants.
I mean, they ain't gonna get rid of Eli Manning. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, yeah, the Giants, but they're just not gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do that to him because of what he's done for the organization. I agree with you. I would definitely say Eli. The Giants, they need a new quarterback, but I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna do it because of Eli Manning. But in all seriousness, I got the Patriots to Super Bowl because that's who I predicted at the beginning of the season anyway before the season started. But I mean, I wouldn't be. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots did lose this year, just because this is probably one of the weaker teams we've had, especially in a while, especially offensive wise. Usually we may fall down defensive wise usually, but we usually offensive wise we're pretty solid. But this year it's been kind of iffy. I think next they need some better surroundings for Brady to make something happen, and he's literally gonna have to play his heart out to win each and every game, no matter who he plays, to make sure they win. But in the AFC, the Ravens are the only team that's going to challenge them, though. I don't think the Chargers will put up a fight, but I don't think they're going to beat them. The Chiefs, the defense, and the experience, I don't think they'll beat them either. The Ravens would be the only ones because of the experience.
And the Ravens have proven before they can go into Foxborough and win.
Yes, they have. But that won't happen this year. I don't think that's not going to happen this year.
Your defense is garbage, and our defense is the best in the league.
I mean, it is, but still, we're talking about Tom Brady. Come on now. We're talking about the greatest quarterback to ever step foot on the football field.
Okay, we're not scared of Tom Brady. We've never been.
I don't want you to be scared of Tom Brady. You gotta be scared of
Tom Brady. I mean, have you forgetting that we came the closest to ending your undefeated streak in 2007?
But you did you?
No, because Rex Ryan's dumbass called a timeout, and then a stupid delayed game penalty that we couldn't decline cost us the game.
All I know is last time we played, y'all was on 14, and we came back and we shot 4.
No, the last time we played was in
the playoffs.
But here's the difference between that team and this team. That team missed most of their secondary, namely Jimmy Smith. Jimmy's healthy, Eric Weddle's healthy, Marlon Humphrey's healthy, Brandon Carr's healthy, and Tony Jefferson's healthy. Levine's healthy. You're not throwing a lot on us. You think Brady's gonna go for 4 touchdowns again on this defense? Not at all. You're not running on us because we had that front. That front is not. You're not gonna get past. So yeah, you're gonna put some points on the board. But last time we played you in the playoffs, it was a shootout. You know it ain't gonna be a shootout this time. I'll give Brady maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. But other than that game, Malik, when does Brady really play good against the Ravens? Especially in the playoffs. Even the game you won, even the playoff game you beat us before the 2014 divisional round, Brady didn't even throw a touchdown in that game.
You still won though.
You won, because we shot ourselves in the foot. And you know that.
He may not throw a touchdown, but he does what he has to do to win. You know what I'm saying? He do what he has to do to win. He may not throw a touchdown. He may not have the best first half, the best second halves. But he does what he has to do to make sure the team wins. Whether he throws a touchdown, he could have 0 touchdowns. He could have 400 yards and no touchdowns.
You think he's going to go 400 yards on this defense?
I'm just saying he could have 400 yards and no touchdowns.
Literally, the only quarterback that's really dominated our defense this year, wrong guy, has been Patrick Mahomes. And that's not happening. And if the Ravens and Patriots meet, here's one thing Mahomes has over Brady. Mahomes get out the pocket. That's something Brady can't do.
Yeah, but you got to think experience over. This is Patrick Mahomes' first year. Tom Brady been here for 2000. And the Ravens have been one of the teams, especially when it comes to the playoffs, that challenge the Patriots because they go in there and they play hard. Especially when they had Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. But even though the Ravens got the more defense, they got the best defense this year in the league, top 3, no question. I'm not gonna say Brady gonna go in there. He's gonna put up ridiculous numbers. You know what I mean? But I don't think they're gonna beat us because I don't know. I just feel like the defense is gonna do what they're gonna do, but I don't see Lamar Jackson outperforming Tom Brady in a situation. That's why I said they got to play Joe Flacco for something. For me, to believe that they're gonna win.
Here's the thing, though: the Ravens aren't going to ask Lamar to outperform Tom Brady. We're going to ask Lamar to do what he's been doing the whole season: run the ball, dominate time of possession, and our defense has to do the rest.
Maybe that could be true. That could be possible. That could be a possibility. Who knows what happens?
That's if we meet. We have to meet in the playoffs first.
You gotta get past Chargers before they do anything.
You have to worry about whoever you have because this team.
We got a bye, so we at home resting right now. We ready for whoever, no matter who we play. You guys play Sunday, so you got to work the Chargers.
I mean, even if we don't meet in the playoffs, we meet next season.
Yeah, and Baltimore too. I can't wait.
Me neither.
I'm happy we play all this next season. I was hoping we play all next season. And time before, and I promise you, next season we're gonna be better than we are this year. I promise you that. We're gonna have, off season we're gonna get a few pickups, draft picks. We need to get another quarterback just in case. You never know what happens. You gotta have another quarterback. You gotta have a backup. I mean, I don't think we have another quarterback. We don't even have a backup quarterback. If he got hurt, we had to put in Julian Edelman because he's the only other player who can play quarterback in life. So
that's why you shouldn't have traded Garoppolo.
Well, what you gonna do? Like I said, Garoppolo, you don't want to sit on the bench. Even if Brady don't like say, even if he don't play in the 5 years, the man said he wants to play in the 5 years. I'm not trying to send him. I'm not sending him on the bench in the 5 years. And he's at 26. In the 5 years, he'll be in his 30s.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Like I said, I want a Ravens-Bears Super Bowl because I would like to see a defensive battle between the two defenses. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I like offensive games. I like high scoring games. I don't like defensive games.
It all depends. I can do it both. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Ravens Saints game because of what happened last time the Ravens Saints played. A Chiefs Rams game would be good because of what happened back in that Monday night game the Chiefs and Rams had a couple weeks ago where there was no defense played. A Patriots Saints Super Bowl just see Drew Brees versus Tom Brady.
What about Saints versus Chargers?
That would be good too. That's the storyline of Phillip Rivers trying to get his first while Drew Brees gets revenge against the team that cut him. So that's a long way.
That's my sleeper team in the playoffs. Is the Chargers. That's my sleeper team right there.
I just can't. Here's the thing. I just can't trust Phillip Rivers in the playoffs.
I mean, I can't either, but I don't know, man. This year's different. This is one of the best offenses they've had since 06.
Especially, I mean, think of it this way though. 06, they were 14-2. LT was the MVP, and they got upset against the Patriots in the second round. 2009, they went 13-3 and got upset by the Jets in the second round. I just can't trust the Chargers.
I would say the Bears and the Chargers are my super teams. The Bears. I think, like I said, the Bears are the only team I think that can go into New Orleans and beat the Saints. And the Chargers, yeah, I can't trust Phillip Rivers either. But I feel like this may be the year. This may be the year because this is one of the best offenses he's had in a long time. Just imagine if they had LT on his offense right now.
This is really, if you ask me, this year's Phillip Rivers' last chance.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, they have a solid defense. They have a really good offense. If they had LT with this offense with Keenan Allen, with Travis Benjamin, oh my gosh, they could definitely make something happen if they had LT in its prime right now.
06 was their year. I mean, even though I think if we hadn't choked against the Colts and they met us in the AFC title game, we'd have won that game because we kicked their ass in the regular season. But 06 was their year. LT was the MVP and set a record. Literally, they were 14-2, and they blew it. In 2009, also, in 2009 they were a great team as well, 13-3. A lot of people picked them to go to Super Bowl. Like the Chargers are just one team. Like I just can't trust. And the funny thing is, the Chiefs I can't trust either because Andy Reid is like the most unlucky coach in the league. This man's been to 5 NFC title games and went to 1 Super Bowl. And when you have the type of talent this man had, as Andy Reid had, especially with the Eagles.
But he had a lot of problems going on with the players in the locker room too, though. You gotta think about that.
Yeah, but still, you had Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb on the same team, and you didn't win the Super Bowl. Granted, they went against the Patriots, but still, you had Andy. But really, I think 2012, 11, when they had Vic and Macklin and Deshaun Jackson and McCoy, that was the year they were supposed to win it. And the funny thing is, in Madden 11, you played with them, they were literally unstoppable.
See, I never thought that Eagles team was never gonna win. Something just told me that they just didn't have it in them. I didn't think. I don't know. Michael Vick was playing great, but I just didn't think they had it in them
to win. I mean, that's just me. I think. I mean, really, it's a lot of Super Bowls I wouldn't mind seeing. But
I mean, the Patriots and the Saints would be my ideal Super Bowl. I would love to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing Chargers and Saints, Chargers and Rams. So I think would be a great Super Bowl as well. Just imagine if they had the Cowboys and the Patriots Super Bowl.
Oh God, a Cowboys Patriots Super Bowl, I would throw up.
Two most hated teams in the league.
Yeah, that's Skip Bayless' wet dream right there. I don't need that.
Cowboys and who? I don't think people would know to cheer for.
I don't even know who I would. I would root for the Cowboys because my dad was a Cowboys fan, and seeing his team win, that'd be too good to pass up. So I root for the Cowboys, but really, I don't like neither the Cowboys or the Patriots. So I wouldn't even know who to root for. I root for the Cowboys just because of my father.
I think so. I got the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Backup team is the Saints. My super team's the Chargers. You got the Bears and the Ravens. You get the Ravens winning.
And my backup team is the Saints.
Saints. I think it's
really, as long as it's not Cowboys Patriots, I'll take almost any other Super Bowl. As long as it's not Cowboys Patriots.
I hope to see the Cowboys Super Bowl one year.
If the Cowboys and Patriots go Super Bowl, I'm not watching Undisputed for the next 2 weeks. Because this is going to be Skip Bayless gushing over the Cowboys and Tom Brady. And I can barely stand Skip Bayless as it is. So if those two teams met...
like Skip Bayless? Come on, that's my guy right there.
How do you like Skip Bayless?
How do you not like Skip Bayless?
You're the only person I know that likes Skip. I don't hate Skip Bayless, but I damn sure don't like him either.
I like Skip Bayless. I like Stephen A. Smith. I like Shane. I like all of them.
I like Skip, but I don't like him. I'm a LeBron fan. So I don't like Skip Bayless.
You can't dislike him because he just don't like. He don't dislike LeBron. He recognizes whatever. He recognizes what I recognize.
No, he hates LeBron. There's no if he
hates. He doesn't hate LeBron.
Then how come every time the man won a championship, this guy got to be negative towards him? Can't just let the man have his moment?
Because that's what they gotta do in sports, man. Shannon Sharp did the same thing with Tom Brady.
Shannon Sharp, at least when the Patriots won the Super Bowl against the Falcons, gave Brady the props of calling him the GOAT, and even said he probably called him the GOAT. But when Skip when LeBron won his first championship, Skip comes out and talks for 8 minutes every year he failed before he got it. Or when he wins his third championship over the Warriors, his first tweet is, "Oh, the Spurs are beating this team." And whenever LeBron does anything, Skip except something like open up a school, Skip Bayless has to have LeBron with it.
Because he get lucky. LeBron be get lucky. I'll tell you that. I'm telling you all that, man. He see what I see LeBron. LeBron is a great player. He's one great player.
He gets lucky. He gets lucky. But yet, loves Tom Brady, who gets lucky as well.
Okay, Tom Brady. There's luck that favors on Tom Brady's own side. I will admit that. There is.
And this is also the same guy who contradicts himself and does, for example, this man tweets out and talks about Undisputed how the Cavaliers were supposed to beat the Warriors and they weren't, and it wasn't an upset. But this is the same guy who, before the series, picked the Warriors to win it in 5 and called Steph Curry the best player in the world. Now, when LeBron actually accomplishes the goal, he says how it wasn't an upset.
It wasn't an upset because they shouldn't have won.
So that makes it an upset then because no one picked the Cavaliers.
I mean, the Cavaliers had a solid team, but they should. We know they shouldn't have won.
Why should?
Because Draymond got suspended. You know they wouldn't have won if he get suspended.
Okay,
don't tell me he wouldn't have won because one. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they wouldn't have won. Let me tell you why. One, Draymond gets suspended, throws the momentum, throws everything.
That was Draymond's own damn fault.
It changes everything. No, he got suspended because LeBron got suspended. That's fine. Because that was LeBron.
LeBron had 8 texts going into that game.
If LeBron had done that, would he got suspended? Yes or no?
I don't think he would have got suspended, but Draymond already
he wouldn't have ever got suspended. Steph Curry would have got suspended for that.
Okay.
But they only suspend certain people.
Draymond came back for 2 more games though.
But that changes everything. It just changes the vibe and the momentum of the game. It just changes everything. It changes everything. It's the same thing. It's just like, it's like, just imagine, if the Bulls in 90 and when they in one of those games, if Dennis Rodman had just something got suspended, but it's gonna change everything.
That is barely
It's your
impacting
best defensive player.
Okay, all right. So you say, oh, if Draymond didn't get hurt, they wouldn't have won that series. Well, here's my counter argument: if Kyrie didn't hurt in 2015, the Cavaliers would have beaten the Warriors that year.
I do agree. They would have been here.
So I don't want to hear all this. Oh, the Cavaliers wouldn't have won the championship.
All I know is Ray Allen and Kyrie Irving gave LeBron 2 championships. That's all.
Oh man, I love this argument.
That's true.
You know how much.
That is fact.
Okay,
you can't tell me. Okay,
I will give you Ray Allen. Ray Allen saved his legacy.
You can't tell me Ray Allen didn't make the most clutch shot of all time in playoff history.
He did, and I will give you that. Ray Allen saved his legacy, but Kyrie not so much. Because
how?
Listen, hear me out. Here's why. There was no guarantee if Kyrie had missed. The score was tied up and no one was scoring.
He hit the three. He
won the game. He hit the 3 to win the game. But here's the question: if Kyrie misses that shot, what's the worst thing that happened? The Warriors get the ball back and go down the court. You don't know what happened after that.
But he didn't. He made it. And then LeBron had a big block. He had the big block. He did the play. And he had a free throw. Okay, they're up by 4. But
okay,
3 it changed everything.
Yes, I agree with that, Malik. Kyrie's 3 won the game, but there is no guarantee that they would have lost even if he missed. If Ray Allen missed, they lose the game. So and everyone would look at LeBron missing the 3 right before that. I would give you that.
He shouldn't even have won that game, period.
He shouldn't have.
Spurs missing all that free throws.
And here's one thing no one wants to bring up. Who brought the Heat back into that game is one thing no one brings up.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade was the one to score like 10 straight points in the fourth quarter when they were dealing with it. That's one thing. LeBron haters love to bring up Ray. You know what? I will go down every one of LeBron's finals losses and explain why, other than really one, it's really his fault. All right. 2007 against the Spurs, come on now. He had no shot at winning that. You know it.
2011.
2011, that's on him. He played bad against the Mavericks. There's no excuse. Played better than that one. 2014 against
2014 against Spurs, they got destroyed.
Yes, and here's one thing. I'll give you this. LeBron didn't play his best series. But if people want to give all the credit to Ray Allen for 2013, then I suggest you do the same thing for 2014. Look at the fact that Bosh and Wade really underperformed worse than LeBron did. And no one looks at that, though. It looks like LeBron lost that series.
It is.
Yes, but are we going to...
Kawhi Leonard shutting down.
Okay, but are we going to know the fact that Wade and Bosh only averaged like 13 points and 10 points in that series?
Wade was hurt, though.
Okay, and my point exactly. So how can that fall on LeBron when he actually played best on his team and everyone else played bad?
Because he's the star of the team, man. He's the star of the team, and he starts. He starts. So when Michael Jordan could be the bad boy, it's Michael Jordan's fault, right?
No, it wasn't because he didn't have a team around him to do it.
It is his fault because to me, that's how they're gonna portray it. He started the team.
And now, 2015.
Kobe Bryant without Shaq, all the playoff losses. Kobe Bryant's fault.
The only time I blame Kobe for his in the playoffs was against the Suns because he quit, and against the Pistons because he shot them out the series. But now,
you can't blame Kobe for that. No, we had Shaq that year too. You can't just blame Kobe for that.
I'm not just blaming Kobe. It was Shaq's problem too. But we forgetting that Kobe really underplayed. For example, you look at LeBron 2011 finals and Kobe 2004 finals really isn't that much better. Because
Kobe, you gotta think the difference between those 2 teams. There was a lot of stuff going on between Kobe and Shaq at the time. The team chemistry wasn't there, and a lot of button heads at the time. The Heat should have never lost that series, and we should have never lost either. Lakers should have never lost that series either. You got Ben Wallace guarding Shaq. Come on, Ben Wallace, great defender, but overpowered, oversized Shaq all day.
Okay, but here's the thing though, that doesn't excuse the fact that Kobe shot only averaged 21 points, which is better than LeBron 17. I give you that. LeBron averaged more rebounds, more assists, and shot a better percentage from the field. And Kobe shot poorly from the field.
Kobe did. He didn't play well that series, but there was a lot of friction, a lot of issues going on within the team that year. Shaq, he got traded like next year. He didn't even play next year. The team.
I know that. And back to what I was my point about LeBron. 2015, we can skip over that one. Why?
I do even like him. I don't understand.
Hold on, I'm explaining that. But hold up, that 2015. Are we gonna? No one's gonna blame LeBron for 2015, Malik. Come on now.
It's his fault.
He averaged 35, 13, and 8 without no solid help against the Warriors.
He averaged 50. Whatever 50. Ain't enough. Not enough.
Okay, you know, I'm
Because
gonna come back. I'm gonna come
because
back to
if
these
he
arguments.
no, no, if he would have won that series, they would have been on. They would have been hyping him up. Oh,
You
LeBron.
damn right. But hold up. You know
Well,
what? All right, 2017, him and Kyrie had to set records just to get one game on that Warriors team. Come on now. And he had a 33-point triple-double in the finals.
Kyrie Ray everything said.
2018, in 2018, give me one legend, super past the present, that would have won the previous finals in his situation. I'll wait.
Michael Jordan.
So you put Michael Jordan in the 2018 Cavaliers. How the hell they beating the Warriors? You got nothing from me. You know they wouldn't.
Hey. Question. How many times Michael Jordan losing finals?
He never did. But how many times did Michael Jordan played a team this good?
Okay, teams weren't hopping. You didn't have players hopping to play with players like that back in the 90s.
Here's what I want you to do. Give me one team Michael Jordan played in the finals better than the 2018 Warriors.
There's no.
Huh?
There's not one, but it's different. The eras are different. Different era.
Now, so that's like I said. Anyone that wants to blame LeBron for 2018, even though he got swept, give me one legend that would have beaten that team in a final series.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
All right, let's look
Who
at
you
this.
not building the bar? Can I go on? Can I go on?
Now, let me ask you a question. How are they gonna beat that team? I'll wait. I want to know how they're gonna beat them.
Which one?
Michael Jordan, since that's who we compare LeBron to. Michael Jordan. How if
you put fucking go? He's the greatest.
Just that doesn't Malik. That's not an argument.
It is. He's gonna. There's no team that's gonna stop it.
So because he's Michael Jordan, okay. Let me question that. Who do you think is better, honestly? The 2018 Warriors or the Bad Boy Pistons?
2018 Warriors.
Didn't Jordan get swept by the Bad Boy Pistons his first time? Without any help, right?
He was hurt and he wasn't saying. He wasn't Michael Jordan.
No.
He wasn't the Michael Jordan yet. He wasn't the Michael Jordan.
Without any help, right?
He wasn't the Michael Jordan yet. He wasn't the Michael Jordan.
Even though he already won, even though he was already an MVP. I mean, what, 2-time MVP? But
look when they had to leave. Look when they had to leave there. Come on.
Okay, but my whole thing is this: how come he's getting criticism for a series that he wasn't going to win anyway? All right, fine. If you want Jordan, you really didn't give me any arguments because if you put Jordan in that same situation, they won't win. Jordan can go average 50. He's not winning that series because you had no help.
You not beating the Warriors?
Huh?
Jordan not beating the Warriors?
If you gave him the 2018 same squad LeBron had against the Warriors, no, he's not beating them.
Kevin Love. Jordan not beating the Warriors with Kevin Love.
No, Love didn't even play good. Are we forgetting Love wasn't even that good in that series? Now you said Kobe. Hold up. Now you said Kobe, right? You said Kobe would have beaten him. Didn't Kobe?
Come on, put any team on Kobe.
No.
Put anybody on Kobe's team.
Didn't Kobe get beat by the 2008 Celtics?
That team was amazing.
Yes, but that's my whole thing. Kobe didn't beat the 08 Celtics until they got hurt and older. So how the hell is he gonna beat the 2018 Warriors in their prime?
Okay, first off, the 2008 Celtics will beat the Warriors.
They wouldn't.
They definitely would.
They definitely wouldn't, but okay.
Rajon Rondo, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen can't beat the Warriors?
No.
In a 7-game series, they wouldn't have a chance to beat the Warriors.
I said they wouldn't have a chance. They wouldn't win it.
Come on now, man. Let's look at the matchups. Rajon Rondo and Steph Curry. Ray Allen and Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Over Ray Allen?
Yes, because no. Klay can do more than Ray can.
No, he can't.
At that point, Klay's a better
defender. Ray Allen is a better player than Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's a better defender and a better shooter.
No. Shooting-wise, come on, bro. We talking about Ray Allen, man. Especially off the screen. No, come on. Paul Pierce, KD. Obviously, KD.
KD.
Draymond, KD. KD.
KG.
KG, yeah, I don't know. KG, Draymond, KG. And then you have
this.
And then you got the center. Who at the center position? Kendrick Perkins. And then they got who at the center? Who's their center right now?
It depends on what are they gonna run. Are they running the Hampton 5 lineup?
Yeah. Who's their center?
Their center is Kevon Looney.
Okay. Kevon Looney and Kendrick Perkins.
I take Kendrick Perkins.
You said Steph Curry or Rondo.
Yes.
Only thing Rondo can do that Steph Curry can do is shoot. Passing wise, defensive wise, Rondo.
Yes. But wait, are you forgetting this? Steph also opens up the team's offense more than Rondo does.
How?
Because think of it this way: when Steph is on the court, he can move around, and you got to stay with him. Rondo not so much because Rondo's not shooting.
He's not shooting, but he's a scorer. If he wants to, he just don't choose not to.
My whole thing is this though. I don't see why LeBron is the only gets blamed for losing series that he couldn't win anyway. I mean, you don't hear no one blaming Magic for getting swept by the 83 Sixers, do you?
Wasn't his fault.
Oh, but so it's not Magic's fault when he loses in the finals, but it's LeBron's fault when
He
he
had a
loses.
chance. He didn't have a chance to win.
Who?
Magic.
Magic still had a good team. You be honest now, Malik. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that the 83 Lakers aren't better than the 2018 Cavaliers. You're not gonna sit here and do that.
They're definitely not. They're definitely not.
So my whole thing, like that's my whole thing. LeBron's lost 6 times in the finals, but other than really one, you can't blame. You can't blame him. You said what?
How you go to 8 finals? No, bro. You've been to 8 finals.
What's Jerry? Hold on. What's Jerry West record in the finals?
1 in like 9.
Okay, I don't hear no one slandering him for his finals
They
loss.
do.
No, they don't.
All the time.
They don't, Malik.
They definitely do. Okay. Come on now. Look who's
What about Elgin Baylor? Elgin Baylor was 0-8. No one slanders him either.
It's because they play this. They just couldn't beat the Celtics. The only team they couldn't beat.
Okay, and LeBron is going against the Warriors.
LeBron can't beat anybody. He lost. Last time I checked, he lost to Spurs twice. Lost to Mavericks. Lost to the Warriors 3 times. That's last time I checked.
And like I said, other than the Mavericks series in 07, he was 22 carrying a team that had no business being in the finals against the Spurs. You know he wouldn't have won that series.
They didn't win. He was in the finals for a reason.
Yeah. Do you honestly think the 07, when people look at like the worst finals rosters of all time, the 07 Cavaliers are almost always at the top of the list? Right or wrong?
Hey, Allen Iverson had one of the worst teams in the finals, and he got a game off against the Lakers.
I would take the 01 76ers over the 07 Cavaliers. And you would too.
Who they got besides Allen Iverson?
They still had the 6th man of the year and the defensive player of the year. Who the hell did the 07 Cavaliers have other than LeBron?
Anderson Varejao. Anderson Varejao was nice back then.
I'll take an agent to Kim Mutombo over Anderson Varejao any day. And you would too.
Okay, let's be real. LeBron he's not that man like everybody predicted him to be. He's been to 8 finals, and he's only won 3. He's only won 3. He's been to 8 finals and only won 3. Tom Brady been to 5. Tom Brady been to 8 championships and he got 5 championships.
You're right about that, Malik. But same thing. But my whole thing is like this is the only guy in the league. You want to talk Tom Brady? Oh, Tom Brady and that. But Brady get outplayed by Eli Manning in 2 Super Bowls?
He did.
And my whole thing is this. A lot of Patriots fans always say, well, if it wasn't for the luckiest helmet catch in the world or Mario Manningham's catch, Brady would have been undefeated. Or Brady would have won more than that. Okay, well, if it wasn't for Pete Carroll passing the ball on the 1 yard line and just giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch, or the Falcons actually ran the ball when Julio got that catch, he would have lost 2 more Super Bowls.
Marshawn Lynch wouldn't score. He didn't have him.
Marshawn Lynch wouldn't have scored. On the 1 yard line, you get that ball to that man, I guarantee you he'd have scored.
He didn't have it in him.
But my whole thing, like, why is LeBron James the only player in the history of the league that gets blamed for the finals? But even though most people know that some of those finals he was not going to win, other than the Mavericks series.
He's in the finals. He's in the finals for a reason. Yes or no?
Yes, he's in the finals. Let me ask a question. How good was that Cavaliers team last year? And honestly, Malik.
Last year in 2018?
Last year's Cavaliers team, LeBron carried to the finals. Did you watch watch them play? I watched every game they played, Malik. Now, especially in the first round against the Pacers, LeBron averaged 34 points in that series. You know what the second leading scorer on the Cavaliers averaged? 11.
That's good though. 11 points is not bad.
Even though they went down to 7 and they barely beat the Pacers. Now, in the second round against the Raptors, everyone knew that they were going to win that series because the Raptors can't beat a LeBron James-led team. And plus, DeRozan looked completely scared in that series. And the Celtics, once again, they had to grind that out. And are you forgetting that Love didn't even play in the last 2 games against the Celtics, and they went to 7. So, but let's be honest now. LeBron literally had to pretty much carry that team. Now, I'm not discrediting his teammates when they played good, but there were times when it was only LeBron. And in the finals, in game 1, he had a legendary performance, and it got ruined by his teammate dribbling the clock out.
Thought they was up. Thought they was winning.
I'm just saying, you can't put most other legends, you can put on that team, they not winning. Hell, I have someone, I'm subscribed to someone who's a big Kobe fan, who even said if you put Kobe on the 08, 2015, or 07 Cavs, they're not getting to the finals if Kobe was there.
Absolutely, they would.
They would, because Kobe
they would probably win.
Kobe doesn't have the patience, Malik. You know,
Kobe doesn't have the patience either.
LeBron still got them to the finals. Kobe would not have. Here's the thing.
Because they had nobody in the East. Nobody's in the East. Celtics was hurt.
Oh, so in 07,
first of all, Celtics wasn't even 07. Celtics wasn't even there yet.
So the 07 Cavaliers didn't have to go against they didn't have to go against what's his name? What's it called?
Ooh.
They didn't have to go against the Pistons, where LeBron in game 5 against the Pistons scored 48 points and the Cavs last 27.
Pistons wasn't all that there, though. They were falling. They weren't.
Yes, I will give you that.
They weren't the 04. They weren't the 04 Pistons.
They didn't have Ben Wallace. That's true. That's correct. They were still better than that Cavaliers team, and you know that.
Okay, maybe they may have had 2 or 3 more better players.
They still had Chauncey. They still had Rip. They still had Tayshaun, and I think they still have Rasheed too.
Yeah, Rasheed Ross was still there. He was still there.
Like, my whole thing is, like, people always want to say, "Oh, he's lost 6 times in the finals." Yes. Now let's look at the 3 he did win. He had to beat a very good Thunder team, and you know people say that he over
that team had no chance. They were. I never thought they were going to be the East.
They were in. I didn't think that either. They were in all those games. Like the final score. Some of the games don't, like, especially game 5 doesn't indicate it, but they were in those games. He had to beat the 2013 Spurs. I'll wait. I want to hear you try to discredit that one.
What, the Spurs?
When he beat the Spurs in 2013.
They should have never won. I told you that. They should have never won that game. They should have never won. If it wasn't for the mystery book, if it wasn't for the free throws, they would have lost. They were already bringing out the trophy.
I know they did, and that's what I love about that series. Ray Allen straight stepped behind that line and tore the Spurs' heart out. Still the greatest shot.
He saved LeBron's life.
He did. I'll give you that. 2016, you can say, well, Draymond got suspended and all that. At the end of the day, he had to come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals, which has never been done against the greatest regular season team in history with a unanimous MVP. You can't discredit that. That is a better.
LeBron saw that he got Draymond suspended. Got him suspended because he knew that was his only chance. It was his only chance.
Okay. All right. Well, here's my whole thing. If Steph is as good as he was supposed to be, why didn't he finish it?
Steph wasn't. He was because Kyrie's better than Steph.
Oh, now Kyrie's better than Steph.
Is Kyrie not better than Steph? Kyrie's not better than Steph.
I mean, I like Kyrie more, but I don't think he's better than Steph.
Kyrie not better than Steph Curry. Besides shooting, what else is Kyrie better at? Curry than Kyrie.
I will argue he's a better passer than Kyrie.
Okay, I'll give you that too. Better passer. I
don't think neither one of them are really good defenders, so. I'm just saying, I mean, you can give me, and then I'll give you one better. Give me one Kobe Bryant final performance better than LeBron James 2016 finals.
One Kobe, any game in 2001. Any game in 2002, 2000, from first 2000s, any game.
2000, he was injured in that series, only averaged 17 points.
Okay, it's still better than LeBron. Better than LeBron's Mavericks.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you. Okay, I said give me one Kobe Bryant complete final performance. Hell, I'll give you this. Kobe's his best statistical finals is 09 against the Magic, right?
Yeah.
LeBron 2017 finals against the Warriors is better than that.
Did they win?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I'm just saying Kobe wouldn't have won that.
Kobe won that series. Kobe won that series.
You know what?
Kobe won last time I checked. They won.
How would Kobe would not have won that series, man?
Against who? The Warriors?
The 17 or 18 Warriors, and in LeBron's situation, Kobe would not have won.
What team? What team we get?
LeBron's teams.
The 07 team or the last year's team?
I'm talking about in 2017 and 18, Kobe would not have won in that same situation LeBron was in. No other legend would. So why is he getting criticized for losing a series he wasn't going to win?
Because he's supposed to be the GOAT. He's supposed to be the greatest player in the world.
See, that's what the problem. Jordan went undefeated in the finals, so everyone always looks at if LeBron didn't do that, so we can't be the GOAT. But no one looks at the fact that LeBron played better teams than Jordan ever did. No matter what LeBron did. I mean, are we just gonna act like the man didn't average a triple-double against his Warriors in 2017? Are we gonna act like that didn't happen? Are we gonna act like
it did happen? It didn't happen. He didn't average a
Are we gonna act like in 2015 and 2015 when his second and third best players went down, he didn't come out and score 44, 39, and 40 in the next 3 games? Are we just gonna ignore that?
All I know is he's the best. He's the best player. He's the best player on the planet. When you don't live up to that, or you don't win, basically, you're gonna get criticized. It's any player. That's just him. It's gonna be anybody.
No, it's not any player.
You get criticized. They said KD when he could win in OKC. Kobe, LeBron, all of them. Just Shaq when he was in Orlando could win. It happens to everybody.
No, even if it happens to everyone, LeBron gets it worse than anybody, and you know that's true.
Because he's been in the finals 8 years.
But Malik, I just explained all his losses other than the Mavericks. His team, or gonna act like his team at the time didn't underperform, or he wasn't gonna win anyway.
Okay, you got to throw 2014. You can't tell me they couldn't have won that year either.
I said, 2014, he could have played better, but but Wade and Bosh didn't play good either. So why is he the only one that gets criticized for that loss? My whole thing is this: if you want to put all the blame on Ray Allen for the 2013 finals, then you have to put some blame on LeBron's teammates for 2014. That's just how it works. You can't blame the man and say, "Oh, he won a 1-1 for Ray Allen," but then turn around and say 2014 he lost. It was because of him when the team underperformed. Even though Kawhi Leonard did play great defense on him, LeBron still averaged 28 in that series.
28 wasn't enough though. That sounded like a good LeBron performance. 35 at the best. This is a good LeBron performance.
Okay, well, 2015, you can't blame him there because he averaged 35 and the second and third best teammates were injured.
Okay, yeah, 2015 they would have won. I'll give you that. They would have won in 2015. If it wasn't for Kyrie getting hurt, his knee injury, and then Kevin Love's knee injury, they would have won. They would have won. I can give you that.
2017, yeah, LeBron averaged 33 points and a triple-double in the finals, and they still lost in 5. What more could he have done to win that series?
Average 50.
You're putting unfair expectations on him. Give me one series, Kobe and Jordan averaged 50, and I'll wait. Oh, wait, it never happened.
They didn't have to. They never had to.
Yeah, because they didn't get put in these situations.
All I know is LeBron can't get it done. That's all I know.
He's gotten it done 3 times, though, Malik. So you can't say he can't get it done.
2 of them was because of 2 players.
Why? Okay, so by that logic, then, Jordan's 93 finals and his 97 finals are because of Steve Kerr and John Paxson, right?
No, that's 1 game.
Just like Ray. Okay, other than that one shot, what else did Ray Allen do in the 2013 finals?
He averaged at least 13 points a game.
He did not, Malik.
He averaged at least 13 points a game.
He didn't, Malik.
13 a game. And he hit some big shots for them when they needed them.
He hit 1 big shot.
Not just one, no. In the other game, he hit some good threes for them in the game.
No. This is what I love about people who dog on LeBron is that when I can use that same art, I give you Ray Allen saved his legacy, but why is that used as criticism other than fact?
That's his fact. Ray Allen was a big part of that team.
I give you that. Ray Allen saved his legacy. But my whole thing is with Kyrie, I don't think so much because even though Kyrie the game winner, there was no guarantee anyway. If Ray Allen misses that shot, then he'd lose that game and series. But if Kyrie misses, who's to say that they don't get the offensive board and go back up? Who's to say the Warriors don't go down there and score? And don't score and the Cavs get the ball back. That's why you can't say Kyrie saved his legacy. And if you honestly think Kyrie saved his legacy, Ron Artest saved Kobe's legacy in 2010.
That's false. That's not true.
How?
Because the Celtics were never going to win that game in the first place.
I'm sorry, but the Lakers were barely up, and Kobe passed the ball to Ron, and Ron hit the 3 that pretty much iced the game. What if Ron misses and the Celtics go back down and score and take the lead? Then what? Kobe's going to get criticized for really his poor shooting night.
No, you're right. It's not fair. It's not fair for him to get criticized, but like I said,
Exactly.
He's the best player in the world.
Once I use that same argument, your favorite player is different.
No, you're always right. I'm just messing with you. But when he's the best player in the world, this is how it goes. This is how it is. Sorry. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. When you're best player in the world, you have to make plays that others can't. You're held to a different standard, but you also can't be held to an unfair standard that's not reachable. You telling a man to go out there and average 50 against a team that number ranked in the top in defense and had 4 All-Stars. That's not fair.
How's that not fair? You tell me Jordan can go out there and drop 50 every game?
Jordan is a different type of scorer than LeBron is. You know that. But even if Jordan, in 2018, when the finals just passed, even if Jordan averaged 50 in that series, the Cavaliers still don't win. And you know that.
They would have won. They would have won in 7.
They would not have won. That's the thing. Like, whenever anyone says Jordan, everyone thinks, oh, the man never lost the finals. He would never lose. If you put this team against him, he's not gonna win. My whole thing, why? If you put any legend in LeBron's situations, they don't win. You can put Kobe or Jordan in 07 on the Cavs, they don't win that series. Put Kobe or Jordan in 2015 without Kyrie and Love, they don't win. 2017 with that juggernaut in Golden State, they don't win. What else? 2018, no one would have won that series. Who was the Cavaliers' best player? Second best player in 2018, Kevin Love. Love was here and there in the playoffs. In the last 2 games of the Eastern Finals, he didn't even play.
LeBron, without a question, one of the best players we've ever seen in basketball. There's no denying that. That's just nothing but facts. And I agree. There's no way anybody's gonna beat the Warriors. They're too much to handle offensively and defensively. But LeBron has been called the best player in the world for at least the last 8-9 years now, maybe 10. Who knows? It's been a long time. When you're the best player in the world like that, the same with Tom Brady in the NFL, best quarterback in the league, one of the top 5 best quarterbacks in the league. You make it to those situations, you have to win because you know your legacy is going to be tarnished if you don't. That's what people play for. That's what it's all about. People play for money and legacy and championship. When you don't deliver like that, that's why they can say that about Jordan because he's never lost in the championship game, the biggest game of the year. He's never lost. And even though the teams he played weren't as great as they are now, because back then in the 90s, you didn't have players leaving the team to go play with their friends or jumping teams to go win championships. You may have each team had no more than 3 All-Stars on the team. And most of those All-Stars were drafted to that team and they built that organization up. The only time Jordan won those 3 when they had Dennis Rodman, the first 3, they were all drafted. Dennis Rodman was the only one that came over and on the last 3 times to help them win. Other than that, look at all the great teams. Look at all the great teams in the 90s that couldn't win because of that. Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, the Sonics, Karl Malone, John Stockton couldn't win. The Trailblazers couldn't win. And then when they had Clyde Drexler in them, the only reason Hakeem Olajuwon and them went back to back because Jordan retired twice and
I think they still could have beaten the Bulls.
Well, you never know though. They just won 3 championships though, and he retired. He came back and
but they literally had no answer for Hakeem.
They didn't, but still, you had no answer for Michael Jordan either too though. So
that's true, but even Jordan said the one team he never wanted to play in the finals was the Rockets.
Yes, I agree, but you got to think about it though, man. They won 3 championships. He leaves, comes back, and then he wins 3 more. So to me, it's like he could have won 8 straight. To me, could have. I'm not saying he would have, but he could have.
I don't think so.
How you win 3 championships, leave, and come back and win 3 championships? Who does that? Win 3 championships, come back, and then win 3 more.
Okay.
That's like you can't tell me they couldn't have won 8 straight.
My whole thing is this. You look at all those teams Jordan played, none of them equal up to the Warriors.
They don't, but like I said, you didn't have players back then. Back then. Karl Malone wasn't gonna leave the Utah Jazz to go play the Chicago Bulls just to win a championship. That wasn't gonna happen back then. This is not. It's about competition and playing. They're trying to beat Michael Jordan, not play with the man and win championships.
Okay, but here's the thing. All right. LeBron still wanted to beat the Celtics. He didn't go to the Celtics now, did he?
He didn't. He went to Miami.
Why was that? To beat who? Boston, because he couldn't beat them on his own.
Exactly. I agree with that. KD's situation is a little different. But even then back then, I don't even know if that would have happened. I don't even know if that would have happened back then. 2 All-Stars leaving to go play. That's just like back in those days. You just didn't have, like I said, there were a lot of great teams back then that they couldn't win because of one guy. He had a lot of great teams. Even the Magic with Shaq and Penny Hardaway.
They didn't lose. They beat Jordan though.
Yeah, but then they couldn't win a championship.
No, because of Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets.
Exactly. Yes, but they beat Jordan that 1 year, but what happened the next year?
Jordan swept them.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, I've never seen a player more like, I'll say Kevin Durant's getting more hate because of what he did, and trust me, that hate ain't never going away. But all time, no athlete in history has been more scrutinized than LeBron James. And a lot of that is
I don't know about that. I don't know. Tom Brady?
The only reason people scrutinize Tom Brady is because of Spygate and Deflategate.
No, people always hated him his whole career.
And Tuck Rule.
His whole career, there was Tom Brady, LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, top 3 hated most athletes on the planet.
See, I will say that, and even if Tom Brady doesn't get scrutinized as LeBron James does, because people, if someone walks up and says Tom Brady to go, okay, I accept that. But if you walk up to a Jordan fan and say LeBron to go, they're gonna go off on you. That's the difference. And LeBron was getting hated and scrutinized from the time he was in high school.
You gotta think Tom Brady has been too, man. Every year it's always a cheater, deflate game. He getting old. He can't do anymore.
Let me ask a question this way. If in your first 3 Super Bowl championships, someone found out that you were spying on the other teams, now of course people gonna think you a cheater.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe so. But still, he still gets. He's one of the most hated athletes on the planet.
Not as much as LeBron James.
So is LeBron. LeBron's up there too. Oh, I agree. LeBron's up there too. Maybe he may be more hated than Tom Brady. He may be more hated than Tom Brady.
See, I will defend Tom Brady on Spygate, but I won't defend Deflategate.
That never happened.
I mean, I would defend Deflategate, but I won't defend Spygate.
All I know is that LeBron he's probably the top 3 most hated athletes on the planet. I'm sure he is. He's up there. He gets criticized a lot for a lot of things. He's up there on that. But like I said, we need the best player. We have expectations that people expect you to meet.
Now, I agree with that. He is held to a higher standard. There are expectations of him that you won't hear from someone else. My whole problem is when people go overboard with it.
I agree with that. I think they do push the envelope a little too far. I completely agree with that. I mean, this is like it's just like LeBron James is kind of like John Cena. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of iffy. You know, people love him, people hate him. It's like iffy. It's kind of like the same kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know, certain great players, like I said, they have great expectations, and you have to live up to expectations. And I'm saying, LeBron, with the era we live in now, it's gonna get harder and harder because you're gonna have these teams building up these super teams, and unless you're gonna win a championship, you gotta have super teams. There's just no other way. You gotta have super teams.
See, my whole thing is, I think LeBron's lived up to the expectations, and after 2016, I agree with what Dom 2K said. As long as he doesn't go to another super team, which he didn't do, or brag about how it's going to be easy, will even matter if he loses another finals. I think his legacy is already complete when he won that title in 2016. Now, yeah, I want to see him get more chips, but I think his legacy is secure. As long as he doesn't go to another super team or brags about how easy it's going to be.
Well, it doesn't really matter what he does. I mean, his legacy is secured either way. I mean, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest all time. It doesn't really matter. I don't really think it even matters if he goes to super team or not. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he did because, like I said, to win the championship, you have to go to super team. I mean, this is not. Especially if the Warriors don't split up, you're gonna have to. You have to, especially and I'm sure Cousins won't be there next year. But I mean, if KD, Clay, Draymond, and Steph all stay together, you have to at least have one or more. You have to at least have 2 of the All-Star teams to win a championship. So LeBron's gonna have to get like an Anthony Davis and a Kawhi Leonard or something because nobody is gonna be able to challenge the Warriors legitimately unless you have at least one of the All-Star on your team.
I agree with
You
that.
So that's just how it is. But we made our predictions for the playoff game. We both got for the NFL playoffs. Saturday and Sunday. We got 2 games, Saturday, Sunday. I picked the Patriots, and I can't bet against my team. You're not gonna bet. You got the right one. You're not gonna bet against your team either. But there are a little. We'll see what happens. You know, I hope my Patriots win. Hope we can redeem ourselves and win another championship. But I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't make it this year. But next year we got to make some adjustments. We got to make some adjustments to be better next year. Like Tom Brady getting older, he's 42 next year. So we got to get some other assets on that offense and defense because our defense is ass right now, and our offense.
I mean, it wasn't good last year either. So
yeah, our offense isn't phenomenal either. So I got the Patriots winning. I got the Saints. My Saints. If the Patriots don't win, Saints don't win. But my backup, my sleeper team is the Chargers. Well, the Chargers is my sleeper team. The Bears also win there too. I'm doing the Bears there. It's my sleeper team too. But I feel like the Chargers. Even though you can't, like I said, you can't really trust Philip Rivers. I think this might be the year. This might be the year for them.
It's his last chance.
This might be the year. So I appreciate you guys watching. Leave the comments below. Let me guys know you won Super Bowl if you're an NFL fan. We kind of got a little podcast talking about NBA and stuff like that. But Kyrin, let everybody know where they can find you, YouTube channel, social media, stuff like that.
Follow me on Instagram, _Kyrin, Twitter, /Kyrin, Tumblr and DeviantArt, Kyrin Chase, YouTube, Kyrin Chase. I do videos on wrestling, Sonic the Hedgehog, and My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. That will be Malik.
So coming up, let me tell you what's got coming. I got more triggers coming up shortly. I got a special thing I'm doing Sunday with Mountie and Steve on my channel. It's a head-to-head trivia battle. 35 questions. I'm going to be asking them. It's basically all about wrestling. Yeah, we're going to test their WWE knowledge. 35 questions. It could be any type of question. It could be questions like, how many times Stone Cold Steve Austin won the championship? Or where was WrestleMania held this year? Or
let me get a piece of that.
How many times? Huh?
I said, let me get a piece of that. I'll be into that.
Yeah. I'm going to get you in. Well, Mountie didn't want to go get you. I asked him. He said he didn't want to face you.
That's cool.
He was intimidated because you're inside the video. So I'll get you on there. I'm going to definitely get you on there next time. It's Sunday, 2 p.m. Mountie versus Steve head-to-head trivia battle. 35 questions, like I said. It's going to be all type of questions. Then January 19th, I'm doing a podcast about the Royal Rumble. By then, we'll know the card. We'll know everything's going to happen. I'm sure my man Kyrin might be there.
I'll definitely be here for that.
Kyrin will be there. I'm going to have Mark here, Steve, some other people. We'll be talking about the Royal Rumble, making predictions, what's going on. Me, personally, I think it's going to be one of the best Royal Rumbles we've seen in a while. I feel like this year it's kind of a little unpredictable, but it's not really too hard to predict with kind of some matches. And then I'm also going to be doing a full live stream for the Royal Rumble on my channel. A lot of people.
I might be here for that.
I did one for Evolution, one for Survivor Series. A lot of people got some good reviews. A lot of people have, commented and said, we want you to do one for the Royal Rumble, so I'm going to do one for the Royal Rumble. I'll have guests too. Kyrin's more welcome to be on there if he wants to be on there as well. And I got more stuff planned for the future too. So subscribe, guys. Go check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Go check out his videos. And if you're an NFL fan, like I said, if you're an NFL fan, let me know what your Super Bowl predictions are.
Peace out.